Hello friends, in my hands I hold the Q4n and the Q2n camcorders from Zoom. Let's talk about the differences and the value of those differences. Let's talk about video quality, 4K, 2K, both absolutely dreadful.
Well, absolutely dreadful might be a little bit unfair, but we do run into the classic problems with camcorders: unsteady tracking, huge flares from the sun, and oversaturated colours, particularly the reds. Although this lakeside shot from the Q2n is a little bit better, it also gives you a range of filters and zoom settings, none of which are terribly effective, but they're good to have.
Ergonomic factors, well, they are completely different, aren't they? The Q4n, the classic camcorder format with the fold-out screen, has the advantage of being able to turn the screen backwards towards you, which is great, obviously, in situations like this where I'm filming myself. Rechargeable battery that lasts a long time. I just leave the cover off for quick replacements on the go. And as, unfortunately, with most cameras, it has its SD card in an extremely inconvenient and difficult to reach place. Same with the Q2n. In fact, it goes one worse, with an SD card in an extremely fiddly and inaccessible place, as well as the non-rechargeable batteries, equally tricky to replace when you're on the go. Why manufacturers don't put these access points on the top or side of the camera where they're easy to reach, I will never know.
Okay, moving on now to a comparison of the Q4n and my Panasonic FZ300, which is a more conventional style of camera. I'm sure you're noticing the difference in color pickup and also the field of view. The angle is much wider on the Q series of camcorders, and this might actually work to your benefit as it does for me. See what I mean here? I guess it's up to you as the user to think about what you might be filming and whether this unchangeable feature of Zoom's Q series is going to work for what you're doing. Back on the Q2n now, higher resolution, but visually really very similar.
Sound recording, excellent in both. The gain controls are extremely useful. Unfortunately, when you raise the gain, it'll pump the volume out in your headphones accordingly if you're using that headphone out socket. There is no separate level control for the headphone output, so if you raise that gain, you're going to get sore ears. But if you're involved in audio at all, it's hard to dispute the usefulness of this quick access function. After using both of these fairly extensively, friends, I think the difference is purely situational. If you just want to switch something on, plant it down on any surface, the Q2n is ergonomically very simple and very convenient.
But for me personally, video quality doesn't matter that much as long as I've got a reasonably sharp image. The high quality sound, which is about equal in both, is much more important. So given the very specific parameters of my work, this is what I chose.
I think the Q4n has the edge, but there's really not that much in it. Let me know your opinion. Have you used either of these cameras? Let me hear about it. See you on the next Gear Facts video.
This Q4n has just crashed. That's never happened before. Just gonna have to pop the battery out and hopefully it'll come good. That was weird.